All right, shalom, shalom. Let me make sure the thing is rolling. Make sure y'all can hear me. Yep, we good to go. We good to go. All right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom. Before I begin, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, the great millstone that rule well. And peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren preaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. All right, shalom to the scattered Israelites that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, this is not a black only thing. All right, because Israel has been scattered through all four corners of the earth. They're going to come looking. They're going to come looking like all the different nations in which they have been scattered. You know, so this is not a black only thing. All right, this is a lineage thing. And shalom to all the Israelites scattered throughout the four corners of the earth who are continuously watching these videos. Your spirit is knit with this gospel and with this truth, and you're continuously calling upon the names of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, in all truth and sincerity. And you're more than likely of the stock of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Lord willing of the elect. Okay. Shalom to all you brethren out there teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. All right. Shalom, to the few aqua that are listening and learning in silence as you have been commanded to do. And shalom to the elect, 144,000, and the rest of the elect out there. Shalom. I'm the brother Dama Al-Gibar, out here with another live lesson, Lord willing to edify and to preach the gospel of the kingdom to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the biblical Israelites, right? And another day to come out here on the highways and the byways to prophesy and to preach this word, chant down Babylon the Great and usher in the return of our Lord and Savior and our champion, Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, all right? Because the times are closer than ever. Prophecy is literally jumping off the page, and this place ain't got that much time left, All of these prophecies are lining up. A great judgment is getting ready to befall Babylon the Great, which is America, man. And a lot of our people have been lollygagging. You haven't been taking the true message of the prophet seriously, and we're entering to a point of no return, man. All right, and we're almost at the stage to where all of the elect are just about sealed up, man. And the only thing that's left to happen after that is for the Lord to bring judgment upon this place and upon this wicked world, man. All right, and if you ain't in tune with prophecy, if you ain't really in tune with what's really happening and what's going on, it's going to catch you unaware like a thief in the night, as the scriptures say. But it's our job to come out here and to prophesy and to preach this truth and to cast out this net to bring in the elect and the elect only, man. Because that's ultimately who this truth is for. It's only for the elect of the 12 tribes of Israel, man. All right, and 2/3 of our people are going to be left here to be judged and destroyed. All right, and that's just the truth of the matter. If that's too much for you to swallow, if that's something that you can't handle, then hey, that's ultimately not our problem. That's your problem, man. All right, because the Lord is sending this message to who He wants. He's sending this message out to His elect, and guess what? The elect are receiving it, man. This is why this truth is blowing up. It's blowing up, man. That's why everybody knows about the Hebrew Israelites. Everybody knows what we're out here prophesying about for the most part. Now you got your bugged out weirdos and these offshoot camps. You got a lot of these false prophets out here, but at the same time, you have the true prophets out here, man. All right, you have the true prophets, just like you're gonna have false prophets. It's a perfect balance, man. But it's, but hey, if you are following ultimately after false prophets, then guess what? Then hey, the Lord has deceived you to follow after these false prophets. But the point of the matter is, you have the true prophets telling you the 100% truth and giving you the direct message directly from the Heavenly Father, And this is what the internet was ultimately created for. It was for the prophets to prophesy, right? It wasn't meant for you to, have some YouTube following or to show your kids' first steps or, videotape you going on vacation. It was for the prophets to prophesy and to preach this word, so that the elect can be gathered and judgment to come. So let me get this precept before I get into this lesson. All right, and this been coming out a lot lately, because why? Because we're in these times, man. All right, because we're in these times, man. And if you don't see it, then hey, you just wasn't meant to see it. But if you see it and you hear it and you understand it, then you know exactly what we're talking about. All right, and this is Matthew chapter 24, Matthew 24:14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So that's ultimately, that's all that's left, is for the end to come. Now, when we speak about the end, we're not talking about the end of the world, because people got it misconstrued. Oh, the end of the world. Scriptures tell you that the earth abideth forever. The end of the world means the end of this age, means the end of the rulership of the heathens, of ultimately the so-called white man, who are the biblical Edomites, man, and reign of terror over this whole planet. And ever since he's been in rulership and in power, nothing but wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, man. That's why everything is out of whack. That's why everything is upside down. That's why, you know, everything is going to SHIT and a handbasket, man. Because we're coming into the time to where the wicked is getting ready to be judged, man. Now, a lot of our people are under the impression that everything is cool and America is great and, you know, ain't nothing really happening. Hey, man, there's a lot happening through the spirit and prophetically if you're paying attention, man. Because these people will tell you, oh, yeah, you know, we're in the end times. Yeah, I believe the end times is coming, but they don't never really link it to what prophecy say. They have, yeah, they'll say the end is coming, but it's really ultimately what they feel the end should be like. You know, the way that they see the end is not according to what the scriptures say. Well, the scriptures say that this world is going to end with fire, man. And how is that fire going to come? Via these nuclear missiles in this third world war. It's all throughout the Bible, man. But you got to have the eyes to see. You got to have teachers and prophets to show you what it truly means, man. You see, and you're not going to get this the true message in the Christian church. Trust me, I've been there. They ain't talking about nothing, man. They ain't teaching you nothing because they're not prophets, man. All they're pushing you is a form of plantation Christianity that they've been given by their slave masters. It's just been an ongoing monument of failure, as the elder brother likes to call it, man. And that's why now you see, you know, what you see ultimately is happily is the Israelites are the ones that are really going into the Bible, going into prophecy, and ultimately pushing the true truth, man. You see? Hey, we're going to continue to do that because, like I was telling you, hey, this video is all centered around the coming destruction of America, man. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody, man. You see all the things that Trump is doing. You're seeing how he's making all these moves. It's leaving America isolated. He's coming up against all of his allies. He's devaluing the dollar. He was set up by these international bankers and these elites to ultimately destroy this current economic system, the whole fiat money thing, man. While you people are out here, oh, I'm chasing the bag. You think you in a good case? Hey, I got money in the bank. Not even knowing that Trump is setting this American system, economic system, on course to totally collapse, man. So what are you going to do when you can't swipe your EBT card? What are you going to do when those dollars you got in the bank or stored under your mattress no longer have any value, man? When all hell is breaking loose, when it's famine, death, destruction, third world wars taking place, a mayhem all over the streets, which the Bible's prophesied, what are you going to do then, man? Because if you ain't right with the true God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you don't have no chance, man. All right? You're just going to utterly be out here lost in the sauce, confused, not knowing what the hell to do. And you're going to eventually end up taking the mark of the beast. You're going to end up taking that microchip, man. You're going to end up worshiping this new digital dystopian future that these elites are getting ready to establish here in America, man. You see? But a lot of our people, they don't want to have to deal with the reality that America is finished, man. This whole society is getting ready to collapse. It's getting ready to be ended, man. And the only chance you have is your true faith and belief in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. It ain't in Jesus Christ. Jesus ain't coming to save nobody, man. I'll tell you that for free. He ain't coming to save nobody because he doesn't even exist, man. That's a false God. That was the God that was given to you by your enemy, man. The true God of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans is Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, man. And if you can't grasp that and you don't want to accept that, then hey, the hell with you, man. Because the Lord is out here calling. The Lord is working. He's setting up his prophets, man. You got the men of great millstone, first and foremost, and brothers that teach just like we teach, that are the true prophets of the Lord, that are telling you the truth, man. Now you got some of these other Israelite groups, they tell you some truth. You know, I'm not going to say that they don't have no truth. They tell you things that are true, but they don't have the 100% whole truth. They don't have all the prophecies, all the breakdowns. They don't have the full breath of the Heavenly Father upon them, man. So therefore, they're not able to fully give you the whole truth and prophesy to the fullest, man. But that's what we was ultimately set up to do. And right now, as it stands, hey, great judgment in the end of this age, the end of the rulership of the heathen is getting ready to go out with a bang, man. This is why you're seeing all these talks of war and the threat of war. Matter of fact, let me get that real fast. That's what I want to get into today. This America is getting ready to be destroyed, man. All right, this whole America is not looking very good in the eyes of all the nations around the world. This place is being totally isolated from the rest of the world. All these nations are dumping the dollar. You know, nobody's buying up America's debt anymore. They're not buying these treasury bonds. All these nations are linking up with China and with Russia, you know, and with other nations outside of America to get a better deal, to do business and to become partners with all these other nations, and it's leaving America isolated out in the cold, man. And that's why you see Trump moving the way that he's moving, like a goddamn madman, trying to, you know, move in this, you know, moving this in this imperialistic Cain the Conqueror spirit. But it ain't going to work this time, man. Look, America is not sitting at the head of the table anymore. Everybody is moving around America. Nobody wants to deal with America, man. So it's leaving this place very isolated. It's leaving Trump to move in a way to where he's puffing at all of his enemies. He's making more enemies. You know, he's putting all these tariffs, all these sanctions on all these countries, and it ain't really having the same effect that it used to have back in the day, because America's power and its authority over the world is getting weaker and weaker by the day. And all these other nations are linking up with other countries, and they're becoming stronger, and stronger by allying with China, with Russia, with India, with BRICS, with all these other nations that are willing to do good, you know, sound business, man. And this place is on its last leg, man. All right. Yep. This is Matthew chapter 24. Verse 4, and it says, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. Right. Because you got a lot of people that's trying to come on the behalf of the Lord, telling you, oh, I got a vision of this, I got a vision of that. Oh, the Lord sent me to do this, the Lord sent me to do that, the Lord sent me to tell you this. But the Lord ain't sent none of them, man. A lot of them are just prophets out of their own heart, and a lot of them are just devils trying to deceive you, man. You see? It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Right now, Trump is talking about striking Iran. Now he's telling Iran, time is almost out for you. You better negotiate and make a deal with us. Otherwise, we're going to invade you. And as we know, Iran is not going to take the deal that Trump and America is offering, because it's a crappy deal, man. Nobody in their right mind would take that deal. But we know ultimately that the West, along with Israel, they don't want Iran to take that deal, because they want to ultimately attack and invade and try to destroy Iran. But it's not going to be as easy as they think. Because guess what? Iran is a very formidable foe. They have a very powerful military, very sophisticated technology. And on top of that, they got allies, man. They got Russia, they got China, 2 other superpowers, man. And when you put all those 3 together, hey, America can't just go in there and just big dog it and debo it the way that it wants to. So Trump can send that armada over there to Iran all he wants to. Hey, do what you got to do. Hey, and we want him to do that, because why? It's going to fulfill prophecy, man. And then what? You still got the war with Ukraine and Russia. They still got talks of Taiwan and China. Oh, now Trump is talking about going into Mexico, going into Colombia. He got this whole board of peace, which is nothing more but a goddamn board of imperialism, man. He's trying to get certain nations along with him to basically conquer, you know, to take over the UN and make America the sole superpower on the planet Earth, man. With no allies, with no Confederates along with it. America is just trying to sit on the head of the table and be this imperialist nation, but it ain't gonna happen. Those days are long and gone, man. This place is weak. This place is not as strong as it was. You know, yeah, it still has the might of the military, but financially and you know, its influence over the world is gone, man. Don't nobody want nothing to do with America anymore. Everybody is looking past America. Everybody is Euro stepping around America, man. And this place is eventually going to be a sitting duck, and this place is going to be nuked, man. You see? It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows, you see? And that's the time that we're in right now, the beginning of sorrows, man. But you're not going to hear this at Sunday school. You're not going to hear this from your Catholic priest, your Christian preacher. You're not going to hear the severity and the things that are happening prophetic-wise, man. You're only going to get that from the true prophets of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, starting with the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, man. And we've been telling you ever since YouTube was first invented, man. Ever since the elders and the apostles first got on YouTube, that Third World War was going to happen, that this economic system in America, the dollar, the fiat dollar was going to collapse, hyperinflation, massive layoffs, famine, death, destruction. They've been prophesying these things for years, man. Years and years. And I remember when everybody used to talk crap. Oh, y'all been saying that. Oh, when that's going to happen. Oh, y'all false prophets. Yeah, when. Well, as of late, we haven't been hearing a lot of scoffing and mocking. You people saying, oh, when, because now a lot of you people are starting to see it for yourselves, man. A lot of you people are starting to see that everything that we've been prophesying through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is now coming to pass, man. You see? And it's only going to intensify, and it's only going to move until it's ultimately fulfilled, man. All right, and one of the main prophecies that we've been prophesying and telling you is the coming destruction of Babylon the Great, which is America, man. Hey, so this place days is numbered, man. All of Esau's wickedness, all of this rape, this robbery, this murder, this theft, this skullduggery, his misuse of international law, his sanctions, his invading other countries, his imperialism, his racism, you know, his waging war on all these different countries. It's all it's now finally coming home to roost, man. You can't move in complete and utter wickedness all over the earth and do all the dirt that America and the so-called white man has done and don't expect anything bad to happen, man. Scriptures say you reap what you sow, man. If you reap nothing but rape, robbery, and murder and corruption, you know, and lies and deceit, what the hell you think you're gonna reap, man? You're gonna reap exactly what you sowed. And now we're at the point to where America is getting ready to reap all that is done, man. And this is why such great judgment and blood is getting ready to come to this place. Let me get this real fast. Yep, this is Numbers chapter 30. I ain't read this one in a minute. This is Numbers chapter 35 and 33. It says, so ye shall not pollute the land wherein you are, for blood it defileth the land. And how did the so-called white man get control of America, man? Don't tell me he got it with good negotiations and fair deals and fair trades, man. He didn't get America in a dice game with the Native American Indians, man. He took it with blood, man. All right? He took it with straight, with blood, rape, robbery, and murder. And don't tell me that ain't true. All right, now that's why you got a thing called critical race theory. Now you got Trump going around the world, going around America in these museums trying to take away the, the slavery of the so-called Negroes, trying to hide that history because it's a stain and it's a blot on him, man. You know, and he's gonna pay for that shit, man. All right, he's gonna pay for every single last thing that he's done, and he's ultimately. This place is gonna be, it's gonna go out the same way that it was gotten, with blood and with great destruction, man. It says, so you shall not pollute the land wherein you are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. You see? So in return, his blood has to be shed, man. And that's a Bible 101, man. The Most High is all about eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, man. All right? You can't just kill somebody and then think you just can get away with it or sweep it under the rug, man. You reap what you sow. Let's read that in the NLT. It says, Numbers 35 and 33 in the NLT, it says, this will ensure that the land where you live will not be polluted. For murder pollutes the land. And you can't tell me that this white man ain't committed nothing but mass murder ever since he got here to the shores of America, man. He even went to the west coast of Africa, stole those Israelites from west coast of Africa, brought them here, and shed their blood with murder, rape, tyranny. You know what I mean? Read the book Without Sanctuary. We can go deep into the history of how this man treated the so-called Negroes that were in slavery here, man. And it ain't nice. It wasn't picturesque, man. You see? It says, for murder pollutes the land, and no sacrifice except the execution of the murderer can purify the land from the murder, man. You see? So that's why this place is going to be ultimately eviscerated and nuked, man. You see? That's the only option left for Babylon the Great, and we can see it getting ready to come to pass. You see? So this man is doomed. This man is through. There's nothing that he can do. And we're living in a time now to where the Lord is getting ready to judge this man and to judge this place known as America, man. All right. So I'm gonna stop here in the book of Job 20. We'll start at the 9th chapter. This is Job chapter 20 and 9. No, and 4. It says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, man. You see, and who was the biggest hypocrite on this planet? Is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. All right? He's the biggest hypocrite, man. And his triumphing, and he's the wicked, and his triumphing is getting ready to come to an end. Let's look up that word triumphing, man. You see? Because for a long time, this man's been riding high. He's been the most proud, man. And now we're living in a time to where, hey, that pride is getting ready to be met with judgment, man. The Lord ain't forgot about you, E. He ain't forgot about the wickedness of America. He ain't forgot about all of the rape, robbery, the murder, the bloodshed, the lies, you know, the thefts, the blasphemy, the pride, the arrogance. Hey, the Lord don't forget nothing, man. It was just, the Lord was just letting you accumulate all of this wickedness, all of these crimes, all of this murder, until the point to where he appointed your bounds to where you can only go so far, man. And now he's getting ready to judge your ass, man. All right? And we can see it getting ready to happen. For the word triumphing in the Hebrew is rachana. Rachana, it says ringing, cry, shout, joyful voice, triumphing, singing. You see, a shout for joy, right? And you've been rejoicing. You've been happy. Oh, let me get that right. I just thought of a precept, man. Yep. Especially when you were able to enslave the Israelites. Get your hands on the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That was a day that you all rejoiced. You all sang. You all danced and was making merry about that, man. You see? Yep. This is Lamentations 2 and 15. It says, pass by, clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that made all the perfection of beauty? You see, and this is the sentiment that all these nations have when the Most High finally judged us, man. Put us in captivity. When he brought us low and allowed our enemies to, to get the upper hand over us. They all rejoice, especially Esau Edom. Read Psalms the 83rd chapter, man. It tells you about all of the enemies and how they behave once they finally had us in when they had us under their subjection, man. It says, joy of the whole earth, all thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day that we looked for. We have found, we have seen it. It says, the Lord have done that which he have devised. He hath fulfilled his word that he had commanded in the days of old. He has thrown down and have not pitied, and he have caused thine enemy to rejoice over thee. He have set up the horn of thy adversaries, you see? And they all loved it. They all sent gifts to one another when they finally saw the Lord throw us down and put us in a vulnerable position. When the Lord turned his back on the Israelites, man. When he allowed the judgment and our enemies to have their way with us, man. And these devils been loving it ever since, and they've relished in the moment, man. And they've done everything in their power, especially Esau Edom, especially the so-called white man, to keep you jakes in a perpetual state of wickedness and being degraded and being low and being black and being all these proverbs and bywords, and to be continuously destroyed and on the bottom, man. You see? And this devil's going to pay for that, man. And look how much wealth and how much riches he have gotten at us being destroyed, man. You see? So guess what? The Lord didn't forget about that, man. Now he's about to flip the table. Now the wicked is about to pay for all of their wickedness, man. Yeah. It says that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? You see? So this is what Esau has coming, man. And we can see it as clear as day. We can see the stage being set for this very prophecy to be fulfilled, man. Hey, because right now he's hated everywhere he goes, man. Nobody is speaking well of America. Nobody's speaking well of Trump. Nobody's speaking well of NATO, the EU, or the so-called Western imperialistic rulership, man. They're all being cursed out. Everybody is coming up against Babylon the Great. Now nobody is seeing America and the West as the heroes anymore. Everybody is seeing them for the demonic demons and villains that they truly are, man. Hey, and it's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. It's all according to prophecy. It said, he shall fly away as a dream, and he shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night, you see? Because that's going to be his ultimate end eventually, man. He's going to be wiped away as if he never was, man. You see? It says, the eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place anymore behold him. Right, because what's his place right now? Sitting as the king of the earth, man. Sitting on the height of the hill. You know, even though, you know, America being the hammer of the whole earth, is being like the beacon of light to all these nations. Now, hey, it ain't a beacon no more. Now people realize that America is not paved with gold. People are realizing that democracy is a sham. And people are seeing that, you know, America has always been the big bully, the villain, the asshole of the earth, man. You know, and now the Lord is making it to where now these nations have the ability to fight back. Now they have the ability to tell America no. Hell no. You know, now it's giving these nations options to go to move around the power structure of America, man. And you see Trump throwing a temper tantrum in a fit. And the only thing that's really left for America to do is try to assert its dominance back over the whole earth with the sword and with war, or with sanctions, or with, you know, these other churlish devices he has at his disposal to try to pump these nations into submission. But it's not working anymore, man. It's not working anymore, man. You see, because why? He's getting ready to be destroyed, man. You know, all of that stuff that used to work ain't working anymore, and it's showing you that the Lord is taking Esau's blessing away. He's taking away his power, his blessing of being on top, having the dew from heaven. You know, when you read Genesis 27 chapter, his blessing is slowly being stripped away from him, day by day, week by week, man. It says, his children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keepeth it still within his mouth. Right. You know? And he's still moving in that same way, man. You know? Well, now he's being more blatant with his hatred. Now he's being more blatant with how he truly feels, man. Because that's the only option he really has. Before he would, you know, he would step up and he would be all discreet. He would, you know, say sweet words. He would hide his mischief. Now this nigga Trump is just coming out and just telling you, look, we want Greenland, we want this, we're taking this, we're taking that. You know, puffing up against all of his enemies. He went into Davos talking all type of shit, man, trying to impose his imperialistic will over all the world. But all of the world is like, look, man, you ain't got it like that no more, man. You see, you ain't got it like that no more. It says, yeah, his meat and his bowels is turned, and the gall of ass is in him. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. You see, like I said earlier, everything that he's done, everything that he stole, he's getting ready to have to give it up, man. All right, he's getting ready to be taken. He's getting ready to be destroyed. You know, he's getting ready to reap what he sowed, man. Like I said, his whole MO has been attacking the poor. That's always been Esau's MO, man. Attacking those that are weaker than him. You know, bullying people that he know he has the power and the strength to do it with, man. You see, but hey, eventually that comes to an end. Eventually, you know, the bully ends up getting his ass whooped, man. And we're at the point now to where the big bad bully America is getting ready to get his ass kicked, man. All right, and everybody has a bone to pick. Everybody has a vendetta. Everybody has a get your lick back moment on America in some shape, form, or fashion, man. And the Lord is going to allow these nations ultimately to get it, man. All right, let me get this real fast. See, because Esau's pride, you know, his pride is deceived him, man. You know, he thought in his mind that he was always going to be on top. He thought he was always going to be the superior one, man. And now he got this AI, he got this technology. You know, he's thinking that he's about to advance his position. and you know, and forever be in rulership and in power. He's even saying that he has, through his technology, he's going to be able to usurp the throne of the Most High himself, man. So how much more all these other nations around the world that he feels that he's better and superior than, man? The pride of this guy is literally off the chain, man. But that's beautiful, though. Scriptures tell you that pride goes before destruction, man. A haughty mind before a fall. And this man is literally lined up to get it in the worst way, man. All right, this is Proverbs chapter 22 and 22. It says, rob not the poor because he is poor, neither oppress the afflicted in the gate. For Yahweh will plead their cause and spoil the soul of those that spoil them, man. You see? And this is the situation that you're in, man. And this is what this devil does, man. Hey, if he knows that he could, like just for instance, Venezuela, he knew that he had the military might and the power and the ability to just go in there and take what he wanted, take Maduro and take over that oil, man. So he literally went in there knowing that it was a weaker nation. He knew he had the advantage. He knew he had the military prowess to ultimately do that. And he went in there and he did it any damn way, man. But guess what? Hey, the Lord sees that, man. And guess what? Those, a lot of those Venezuelans, those are Israelites, man. So, hey, so this man is screwed any way that you shake it, you turn it. This man is through. All right? Hey, and his days are ultimately numbered, man. You see? Let me get this. Look at James 2 and 13. And this is James chapter 2, verse 13. It says, for he shall have judgment without mercy that have showed no mercy. And when has Esau ever showed any mercy to anybody, man? He doesn't have any mercy. Because why? He's the wicked, man. He's the devil that the Bible speaks of. And he doesn't have mercy. So therefore, hey, when his judgment comes, the Most High is not going to show him any mercy. Like I said, you reap what you sow, man. You can't just move in the manner that this man has been moving in for centuries and really expect nothing bad to happen unto you, man. You see? Because he thought he was always going to be on top. He thought he was always going to have the superiority over everybody and to be able to do and move however it suited him best, man. Scriptures tell you that. Oh, let me get that real fast, man. Let me get that real fast. See, because Esau is in that mind frame of, you know, if I can take it, I'm just going to take it. If you're weak and feeble, then, hey, you're nothing to me, man. If I can dominate you and just do whatever I want to do unto you, hey, this man's going to do it with no remorse. He ain't going to feel bad like that asshole Matt Walsh. You see the shit he's talking about. Well, white people shouldn't be ashamed of slavery. You shouldn't be ashamed of being conquerors. You shouldn't be ashamed of how we got America. We were more superior. We were more dominant. We came in, we took it. But look at what we did with it. The Native Americans were living in the Stone Age, but we came and conquered them and killed them and slaughtered them and murdered them. But hey, look at what we built on top of that, man. Now everybody got cell phones. Now everything is so much better. Don't that still don't justify the fact that you did it in wickedness, man. You see? Let me see something. Yep, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 6. I'm gonna jump around. It says Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 1, and this explains Esau, Edom, the wicked perfectly. Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 1. For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright, our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man to know to have the return from the grave. You see, because he doesn't really, I mean, he doesn't want to understand the fact that you reap what you sow, man. Hey, you can do a bunch of wickedness, but the Lord's going to get you in the next life, man. Nobody ever gets away. Your judgment is always going to follow you, man. See, but he's in the mind frame that that's not going to happen unto him. I can do whatever I want. Shit. Hey, YOLO, you only live once. I'm living this life. I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm gonna kill. I'm gonna murder. As long as it's within my power. As long as I can get over. As long as I can benefit. As long as I can, you know, do whatever I want to do. You know, fill my, you know, do whatever wickedness and do whatever I want to do. Hey, that's what I'm gonna do. Because why? Because hey, you only live once. Not knowing that you a damn fool, man. Nobody escapes the judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. And that's why Esau moves in the spirit that moves in the way that he does, man. He doesn't think about the end of his wickedness. He doesn't think about the long-term consequences that his actions has, man. You see? It says, for we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and as a little spark in the moving of our heart. It says, I'm going to jump down, verse 4. And our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance. Bullshit. Hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushua has all your works in remembrance, man. The Lord requires that what is past. That's why I was saying earlier, you reap what you sow, man. You can't just do a bunch of wickedness and think you're just going to be off the hook, that it ain't going to come back and visit you, man. You see? And that's why he does what he does. That's why he moves the way that he moves, man. Because he's a damn fool. It says, and no man shall have our works in remembrance, and our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof. Yep, so I'm going to jump down. Verse 6, come on, therefore, and let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass us by. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered, and let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness, man, you see? And that's why Trump is in that spirit of, we're just going to take Venezuela, we're going to take the oil, we're going to take this, we're going to take that, you know? Now we're going to go in Iran, now you're going to do what we tell you to do, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, because this is the spirit that this man moves in, man. A spirit of complete wickedness and complete, abominations, man. Here's the point, verse 10. And let us oppress the poor and righteous, man. Let us spare not the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Let our strength be the law of justice, you see? And that's how this man operates. And he's still in that spirit. That's why he's doing what he's doing right now. This is why you got the Department of War. This is why you got Trump talking about bringing this board of peace, which is basically, America trying to push out the UN and bring in its own allies with him to basically just go and rape and conquer and pillage and to try to make itself be the only unilateral power on this earth again, man. But it's not going to happen. Those days are long gone, man. The Lord has already put the jaws back in Russia. He's already made them to be a superpower. He made China a superpower, man. All right, and they got all these different allied countries along with them that are up to par, man, militarily, and now they're starting to be financially, man. Verse 11, let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth, you see? And that's the way this man operates. And this is why he continuously moving in the spirit in the way that he's moving, man. You see, so let me get this again. James chapter 2 and 13. For he shall have judgment without mercy that have showed no mercy. And mercy rejoiceth against judgment. You see? So the Most High is not going to have any mercy on this guy. This is why his judgment is going to be so severe. It's going to be so earth rattling, man. And it's going to shake the core to all these other nations when they see the vengeance and the justice and the judgment that's coming upon Esau. It's going to put them in fear and let them know, look, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not to be played with, man. You see? So, let me show you this real fast. So, hey, man, this man is getting ready to get it. He's getting ready to catch a bad one. I was reading this article earlier. Look at this. It says, it's from Zero Hedge, right? It says, Davos 2026 acknowledging the end of Pax Americana. You see? And you had a thing called Pax Romana, which means what? The peace of Rome. It says the peace of America is the end of the American peace. Basically, the end of the American empire as we know it. It's through. It's over, man. All right? It's each and every day, man. Everything that Trump does is being more and more wiped away. Let me get some water. So yeah, fucking hot out. I'm not going to read all of this, but I'm going to get just to the main points, all right? So it says, acknowledging the end of the Pax Americana. It says, the end of Pax Americana established, well, let me look that up. I know what it means, but no. Right, Pax Americana, often identified with long peace is a term applied to the concept of relative peace in the Western Hemisphere and later in the world after the end of World War II. Right, because that's when America basically became at its height. That's when it basically became the only unilateral power on the planet Earth, was after World War II. Because what? Russia was devastated. You know, a lot of these other countries through World War II was left defeated and bankrupt and hurt and devastated, but America was the last one standing. So that's after that. That's when you had Europe was destroyed. That was the end of as Great Britain having the pound as the world reserve currency, and then allowed America to come in and step in and become that new superpower, man. And America had nothing but peace. You had the baby boomers, man. That's when America was, you know, that city paved with gold, man. That's when everybody wanted to come here. That's when America had the influence. That's when America's shit was really popping, man. And that's what made it to be the superpower that it once was after this after World War II. It says the Western Hemisphere and later in the world after the end of the World War II in 1945, when the United States became the world's foremost economic, cultural, and military power, exercising primary responsibility for world order, man. You see, that's when America was at its height. That's when it was popping, man. You see, but now it's telling you that shit's over, man. That shit's over now. Because why? Like I said earlier, now Russia, the Most High has put the hooks back in Russia. Now Russia has revamped and built itself back up. China wasn't shit back then. Now they've become, you know, a superpower. You know, like I said, now you got India, Pakistan, you know, a lot of these BRICS nations, a lot of those Saudi countries, and now they're able to move outside of the so-called Pax Americana, man. All right, now America is not that sole superpower on the earth anymore, and now these nations are able to move and you know, set themselves up, and they don't have to be subject to the imperialistic ways of America anymore, man. You see, now these nations don't have to deal with the dollar. They don't have to, you know, now, you know, they found a lane for themselves, and now all these other countries want to be a part of it, and they don't want anything to do with America. See? It says, the World Economic Forum, which has served as the vision and doctrine center of global capitalism for half a century, blah, 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 blah. Where is it? Yep, it says, in what was arguably the most significant meeting in its history, the end of the Pax Americana established after 1945 was officially acknowledged by both the leaders of finance, capital, and the elected leaders of states inheriting Europe's colonial imperial legacy, notably France, Germany, and the United Kingdom. Another point openly recognized was the end of the globalization and neoliberalism, you see? So that whole rulership of America, they're telling you, is gone, man. America's not sitting at the height of the table anymore. It doesn't have the power and the influence that it once does, man. This place is done, it's through, it's cooked, man. You see? And the only thing that's ultimately left is for this place to be literally destroyed, man. And that's why you're going to continue to see the dollar devaluation. You're going to see more inflation. Things getting more expensive, man. Right now, people can't even afford houses. Shit, most of the people in America can't even afford to live barely, man. Even the middle class is saying that they're making more money than they ever have, but they're still living paycheck to paycheck because this empire, this society, this American project is crumbling, man. It's circling the drain. It's almost on life support. Oh, and you just had Peter Schiff coming out saying that, look, the collapse is imminent, which we've been known that, but he's telling you now, even more than ever, seeing the trends of gold and silver and what it's doing only signifies the end of the dollar, man. Which we know that's what these elites want, because they want to bring in this new world order. But it just shows you that, look, this whole American corporation is getting ready to go belly up. It's through. It's finished, man. And while you American people out here still trusting in America, thinking that this is the greatest country, everything is fine, you have no idea what bad shape this country is in, man. And it's getting ready. They're getting ready to pull the plug on this shithole, man. And like I said earlier, you Israelites out there, if you ain't got the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, if you're not part of the elect, you're going to be doomed in these evil days that are coming here to Babylon the Great. Read 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, man. Anyways, it says, representatives of finance capital emphasized that political and economic elites have lost public trust and conceded that the neoliberal order has reached the stage of collapse due to the unsustainability of income inequality. So this place is through, man. It's only a matter of time, man. It's only a matter of time. It says politicians, for their part, admitted that law has increasingly been replaced by force. Like I was saying earlier, that's all Trump is trying to push right now is force, is the American military, the hammer of the whole earth, to try to reestablish America back into that Pax Americana role. But it's too late, man. Your days are, those days are over. Like I said, the Most High has appointed the bounds of Esau in America and his rulership that it can't pass, man. And the handwriting is on the wall for this place, man. It says, admitted that law has increasingly been replaced by force and that the so-called rules-based international order is partly a fiction, as great powers suspend rules whenever it suits their interests. America, man. It's talking about America, man. This is how this place has rolled, and America, the EU and NATO, this whole Western imperialistic reign of terror, man. That's how they always operated. That's not, you know, everybody should know that, but now they're telling you that it's coming to an end now. It's over, you see? It says, as great powers suspend rules whenever it suits their interests, among these statements, perhaps the most unsettling for Donald Trump came from Canada. The Canadian Prime Minister, whom Trump had explicitly included within the Western Hemisphere in his revised national security doctrine and openly threatened, acknowledged that the narrative of a rule-based order is fictional. He stated that finance, trade, energy, and supply chains no longer function as mechanisms of mutual benefit, but as tools of pressure and weaponization. And that's what America used their Pax Americana to do. You know, to shit all over these other countries, man. To weaponize finance, trade, and energy with sanctions and all that shit over all of these different nations. But now they don't have that leverage anymore. Now these nations are going to China, they're going to Russia, they're going to those BRICS nations, and they're operating and working with each other to have better deals in these areas, man. And now they don't have to rely on America to get those anymore. So that's why the only thing that's left for America to do and Trump to do is to come with force, man. This is why his whole board of peace is basically him trying to take over America, South America, and certain other countries in NATO, you know, by force, man. But it ain't gonna happen, man. And you ain't got it like that no more, man. You see? It says, and that Western world is not an undergoing, that the Western world is undergoing a transition, but an open rupture. See, this place is ruptured, man. It's beyond repair. It can't be fixed. That's why I keep telling you, the only thing that's left for America is to be utterly destroyed. And for Jacob's trouble to come, for them to issue the mark of the beast, and eventually nuclear missiles to eviscerate this place, man. All of America's allies is going to turn on this hole, man. It says, this was, in fact, an inevitable outcome of geopolitical realities and the entrance of finance capital. So it was only a matter of time, man. So they're telling you in this article that the imperialism of America is over, man. Their ability to use sanctions, to use the dollar as the world reserve currency, to have influence and to manipulate different countries into doing what America wanted is over, man. This is why these countries are dumping the dollar. That's why it costs more dollars to buy things before. That's why the average house in America is damn near $500,000, man. The average house in Pasadena is $1 million plus. For a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house is literally $1 million, man. And do you understand why that is? Because the dollar is becoming more and more devalued, man. And it's only going to get more and more harsh and more crushing, man. Because this place is through, man. This place is over. America is getting ready to be eviscerated and destroyed, man. And we love it, man. So let me get this in Micah, man. So that's it with that. It's more in an article, but I ain't got to read no more, man. It's all said and done, man. And who you've been hearing this from the longest are the prophets and the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. Starting with the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, all right? This is Micah chapter 2, verse 1. I read in the NLT. It says, what sorrow awaits you who lie awake at night, thinking of evil plans? You rise at dawn and hurry to carry them out, meaning this whole international law bullshit. Just the whole rulership of Esau in general, man. This is how he's moved. This is how he operates, man. But now, like I said, those days are gone. Now these nations see it for what it is. And now that system don't work anymore, man. See? It says, you rise at dawn and hurry to carry them out, simply because you have the power to do so. Like I just read in Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter, man. He lets strength. Let me read it again. What did he say? He said, where is it? Oh, shit. Yep, it says, let the strength be the law of justice. For that which is feeble is found nothing to be worth. Well, now, hey, that don't work anymore. You've lost the ability to be able to exercise that type of power, man. And that's why it says here, woe to you that devise iniquities, man, and that work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Well, that power is not in your hand anymore, Esau. That power is not in your hand anymore, America. And now you're just out here waiting to get your jaw rocked, man. You know, waiting to be invaded, waiting ultimately to be double-crossed and be a sitting duck and eventually be left alliedless, man. It says, when you want a piece of land, you find a way to seize it. You see, with his whole Pax Americana, with his whole being the sole unipower on the earth, he was able to do that for a long while, man. You see, but now it's coming back to bite you in the ass. Now you got to reap what you sowed. It says, when you want a piece of land, you find a way to seize it. When you want someone's house, you take it by fraud and violence. Look at Venezuela. Oh, that's our oil. We built the infrastructure and all the stuff there. Then we're taking it back. And now we're going to go into Mexico. We're going to Colombia. Like I said, look at that new map of his board of peace, man. Which there ain't no goddamn board of peace. That's a board of war that these devils are getting ready to try to use to debo their way to take power, man. But you don't have that ability anymore. That power no more, man. You can't just easily do what you want to do. You see? It says, you cheat a man of his property, stealing his family's inheritance. He's trying to do that right now in Iran. Then he just tell Iran, oh, your days are numbered. You better make a deal with us. Which, like I said earlier, that deal is ridiculous, and they ain't never going to accept that deal. You can't have nuclear missiles. We're going to disarm you. Basically, we're going to allow Israel to go on there and to take your shit. And we're going to put in a puppet leader. You know, we're going to put in take away the, we're going to bring in democracy. We're going to take away that horrible regime. And we're going to set up puppet leaders and bring democracy. Technically, they're trying to do over there in Venezuela, man. But it didn't, it ain't as easy as they thought it was going to be, man. You know, even a lot of that shit is backfiring on this damn devil, man. So Esau can't get nothing right, man. Verse 3, Micah 2 and 3. But this is what Yahweh says. I will reward your evil with evil. You see? You're going to reap what you sow, man. All right? You're going to reap everything that you sow. You won't be able to pull your neck out of the noose. You will no longer walk around proudly, for it will be a terrible time. You see that, man? And that's what's happening to Babylon, man. You see? It says, in that day your enemies will make fun of you by singing the song of despair about you. We are finished, completely ruined. The Most High has confiscated our land, taken it from us. He has given our fields to those who betrayed us. You see? You see? This is what Esau has coming, man. You know? Hey, and it can't happen soon enough, man. You see, all of this wickedness, all this BS, man, is it comes at a cost, man. See, it's come at a cost. Like what it said, you can't pull your neck out of the noose. Your judgment is already set. There's nothing that Esau can do that's going to stop the Lord's judgment from coming down upon him, man. And we're going to continuously to come out here and to prophesy and to speak it into existence and pronounce judgment and evil on you, man. You see? What did I have next? So, hey, man, it's going down here, man. This place is through. This place is, hey, listen, what Scripture say, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed, man. Forsake her, man. And you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans need to be forsaking this place, man. Get your mind out of longevity, a 10-year plan, a 5-year plan, man. Get out of your mind of sending your kids to college. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not telling you to just quit your job and don't work and don't, get your daily bread and take care of your business. But understand that, look, man, this place ain't somewhere for you. This is a temporary situation, man. These devils are getting ready to pull the plug on everything. They're getting ready to bring in this dystopian technocracy, man, where you will own nothing and be happy. They're getting ready to do away with the dollar, bring in CBDCs, put you in these 15-minute cities, man. So you need to get your mind out of America as being this prosperous place as you're accustomed to, man. This place is on its way out, man. Not only America as we know it, but ultimately Babylon, America great physically as a landmass, man. You see, you better put your treasures in heaven. You better store up your treasures with Yahweh Shem Shai and put your mind in the world to come. All right, and make sure that you're moving in ways that are pleasing in the sight of Yahweh Shem Shai, understanding this truth, getting these prophecies, serving Yahweh Shem Shai to the best of your ability, and hoping Lord willing, we're part of the elect, man. The predestined ones that's going to be delivered and saved out of the impending doom that's coming here to Babylon, man. All right? Hey, because this place is finished, man. It's only a matter of time. You see? And time is not of the, and time is not on Babylon's side, man. This is why Esau is going to come down with that great wrath. He knows he has a little time left. That's why he's moving in the way that he's moving, man. And get it out of your mind that America and this whole America First shit is actually a thing. Because it ain't a thing. All right? That was nothing more but magic and MAGA magic, man, that he used to deceive you people to get you to vote for him, man. And now that he's gotten into office, he's getting ready to renege on all the promises and all the things that he promised you American people, man. Because he's here ultimately to set up to destroy this system as we know it and to bring in this new world order, man. And if you don't see that and you don't get that, then hey, I don't know what to tell you, man. Anyway, this is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 12. It says, a naughty person, a wicked man walketh with a forward mouth. And that's this damn devil, man. And you Jakes, you better learn that, and you better learn it well, man. He said, he winketh with his eyes, he speaketh with his feet, he teacheth with his fingers, frowardness is in his heart, he deviseth mischief continually, he soweth discord. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. See? That Esau's calamity is going to come suddenly, man, because these elites really believe in their heart of hearts that they're in the driver's seat, that their destiny is in their own hands, man. That they're going to use AI and they're going to use this technocracy to establish their rulership and their dominance forever, man. Not knowing that their days are already numbered, their judgment is already set, their calamity is going to come upon them suddenly, man. All right. As soon as they think they're going to get this new world order, the Most High is going to rain it on their ass, rain nuclear fire on these devils, man. And ultimately, he's going to send back our champion, Yahushua, with the holy angels to come and destroy this devil, man. So what future do you think you have being joined and hand in hand with this damn devil, man? The only place he's going is to destruction, man. And if you Jakes is going to believe in him and trust him, worship his image and receive that mark, take that MOTB, hey, you're going to have the same fate as this nigga, man. It says, therefore shall his calamity come suddenly, suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. You see, without remedy. Look at that word remedy, man. Remedy means to fix something. This man is going to be broken beyond repair, man. Tells you that in the book of Malachi. He shall build, but he shall be broken. And he shall there shall be none remaining of the house of Esau. So the word remedy in the Hebrew is marapah. Marapah. It says healing, a cure, health, profit, sound, healing. You see? Wholesome, incurable, a medicine or a cure. Oh, look, figuratively, deliverance. This man's he doesn't have any deliverance. He doesn't have any salvation coming. He's done too much dirt and too much wickedness, man. Look, the sins of Esau have reached up into the heavens, man. Like I was reading earlier, there's no sacrifice that you can give that's going to stop the Lord from destroying this damn devil, man. There's nothing that you're going to give in exchange for him, man. There's no sacrifice that you can give to where the Lord's going to accept, to where Esau is not going to be ultimately judged for what he's done, man, and for who he is, the goddamn devil, man. But according to the Genesis niggas, as long as Esau repented and he believes in the Most High and moves according to Torah, he can be saved. Yeah, right, nigga. Just said it here. He's going to be broken without remedy, man. And what's the ultimate remedy? Is deliverance. So how the hell can Esau receive deliverance when the Most High has pronounced he has no remedy? There's nothing that he can do, man. Verse 16, these 6 things doth Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua hate. So there you go. People were saying that God don't hate, God's love. God don't hate nothing. Well, these are 6 things that God hates, man. And guess what? These 6 things that God hates are things that are done on the planet and that are done by people. And if you do these things, you'll be hated. So shut the hell up with that BS, man. It says, these 6 things doth Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. And Esau exhibits all these attributes on a day-to-day basis, man. It says, a proud look. Who's the most proud on the planet? Esau. Look at Trump and his pride. This nigga said, what if they ask him, what would stop you from doing something? What he say, like, my own morality or my own mind is the only thing that stopped me from some shit like that. Some proud-ass statement he made, man. And like I said, that guy Noah Harari and those devils just said that through technology and AI, they're going to be able to usurp the God of the Bible from his throne, man. That ain't pride. So the Lord hates these damn devils, man. And they exhibit all the attributes that deserve to be hated and that the Lord is telling you he hates, man. It says, a proud look, a lying tongue. This man is the father of lies, man. Everything that comes out of his mouth is a goddamn lie. Every time you see Trump on the big screen, or these politicians, or these mayors, or these governors, all they do is just lie and lie and lie, man. So all they do is fucking lie, man. Everything about them is a lie, man. I mean, goddamn. It says, in hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations. Read Psalms the 64th chapter. It tells you about the secret counsel of the wicked, man. All right? They're not having these secret meetings and those Davos meetings that were outside of closed doors. Everything that was going on there was nothing but wicked imaginations and complete devilry, man. It wasn't nothing in those meetings at Davos, whether the ones that were seen or the ones that was behind closed doors, that was righteous, that was moving towards the agenda of what Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai wants, man. Everything about it was, oh, let me get that real fast. Let me see if I can find that. Ooh. Man, what the fuck? Okay, let me do this. What scripture is that? Yep, this is Psalms chapter 10, verse 3. It says, for the wicked boasted of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth, man. You see? So everything that they do is not, they don't move in a way to which they're trying to do the things that are right in accordance to what the Most High says, man. Everything that they do is in complete defiance and in complete adversarial to the Most High, man. So this man's the damn wicked that the Bible speaks of. And if you can't see that, then I don't know what to tell you, man. You're lost in the sauce. You're going to ultimately continue to be deceived by this man. Because all he do is lie. Every time Trump is on TV, he just lies, man. He's not telling you people the truth. They're the damn devil. That's what the devil means. Diablos. It means deceiver. Somebody who's constantly not telling you the truth. It says, for the wicked boasted. Oh, look at this. I'll read it in the King James and the NLT. Psalms 10 and 3. For the wicked boasted of his heart's desire. Like I was just talking about that whole Davos thing, man. That was the wicked boasting of their heart's desire. How they're going to bring in digital currencies. They're going to bring in the technocracy. Put you in 15-minute cities, man. They're talking about, like I said, usurping the authority of God on this planet Earth, man. Doing away with the Bible. Doing away with the scriptures, man. You know? Everything that they do is wicked continually, man. It says, for the wicked boasted of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous whom Yahweh abhorreth. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High, man. Get that through your head. That's Esau's MO. He's a Satanist, man. Like I said, he's the devil that the Bible. Let me get that, man. Let me finish this. It says, his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. See, he doesn't care about the judgments of the Most High. He mocks at them. He's contrary to them. He believes that he doesn't have to adhere to the judgments of the Most High. That's why he allows you people to be a bunch of goddamn alphabet and momos and weirdos, man. Everything that he does is a complete adversarial to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You see? It says, as for all of his enemies, he puffeth at them. He said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. See? So he believes that not even the Most High is going to judge this guy. Not even the Most High can put him down or take him out of his power, his seat of rulership, man. Showing you the pride of this damn devil, man. You see? Yeah, let me read this in NLT. The NLT goes a little bit harder. This is Psalms 10 and 3 in the NLT. It says, for they brag about their evil desires. Again, like I said, read Psalm 64. You know, this whole Davos shit. And even these other secret meetings that these devils have. The Bohemian Grove. All of these different satanic rituals and satanic things. The gematria. You know, all these psyops. All of these things, man. They're all steeped in wickedness, man. And they devise these things in secret and then let them happen in the public and believe ain't nobody on to what they're doing. They're so proud they think even the Most High don't even see what the hell they're doing, man. It says, for they brag about their evil desires, they praise the greedy and curse the Lord, man. You see? Esau curses the Lord every single day, man. But you people believe that, oh, he can get right and he can repent. There ain't no repentance for this nigga, man. He's going to be broken without remedy, man. It says the wicked are too proud to seek the Most High, man. You see? They're too proud to seek the Most High, man. That's why they seek after the left hand. They go after Satan. That's why they worship all these ancient gods and do all these ancient rituals, all these ancient Babylonian and those ancient Hamitic gods, man. You see? It says the wicked are too proud to seek the Most High. They seem to think that the Most High is dead. Yet they succeed in everything they do. They do not see your punishment awaiting them. You see? They snare at their enemies. They think nothing bad will ever happen to us. We will be free of trouble forever, man. You see? And this is the most proud. This is the devil that we're speaking about, man. And that's why I'm reading in Proverbs. The Lord hates this damn devil, man. And this is why he's going to be dealt, the hand he's going to be dealt with. Back in Proverbs 6, man. You see? It says, well, these, it says, it says, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. And Esau does all of that shit, man. So this man is heavily, heavily hated, and he's getting staged to be ultimately obliterated, man. You see? This man is, he's shown himself to be the devil time and time again, and it's unmistakably. You can't miss it. You can't not see that this man is not the devil. Let me guess what I wanted, man. This wasn't even in my script, what I had written down, but hey, that's how the spirit goes, man. See? We bring this scripture out all the time, man. Yep. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. See? And that's Esau, Edom. Right? The only time the son of perdition was mentioned was with Judas Iscariot. But this right here in this instance is not talking about Judas Iscariot, man. It's talking about Esau, Edom, the damn devil. It says, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God or that is worship. And this is why he's too proud to seek after the Most High, because he think he is the Most High, man. He's in that King of Tyrus spirit. And now that he has this technology, now that he's, was in his blessing, this is the spirit that he's moving in, man. It says, or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Because now he's telling you, look, you got to bow down and worship me. This is what this whole technocracy, this is what this whole New World Order is all about. Esau, Edom, the white man through technology, trying to establish himself as God, man. This is why he's telling you that artificial intelligence is the highest form of sophistication on the planet Earth. He doesn't give that credit to the Most High. He's giving it to his own creation, which is artificial intelligence, man. Why the hell you think they got AI Jesus, man, talking to you, telling you this, telling you that? You know? It says, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time, man. And now is the time for this man to be revealed, for being the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And he's getting ready to be taken out of the way. The stage is being set. We can see it as clear as day. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And who is that? The prophets. We're the spirit of the mouth of the Most High. And the Lord has given us through the Holy Spirit, man, the spirit to identify the damn devil, the wicked Esau, Edom, which is the so-called white man, okay? The Edomites, starting with the international bankers, man. These are the devil that the Bible speaks of, the son of perdition, the wicked. It says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. When Yahushua comes back, he's going to ultimately destroy this devil. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all powers and signs and lying wonders. Right. ultimately now his technology, man, and all of his lies, his media, his sorcery, his witchcraft, everything he has at his disposal to ultimately to deceive everybody, man. Let's get this word for working. And it shows you that it ain't talking about the spiritual demon Satan. It's talking about his physical counterpart on the earth, which is Esau. And the word for working in the Greek is energia. It says, in the New Testament, use only of superhuman power, whether of God or the devil. You see? Operation, effectual working. You see? This is how this man operates. This is the spirit that he moves in, man. Complete deception and wickedness. You see? Even right now with AI, you don't even know what the hell is real. People do videos, you don't know if it's AI or if it's an actual real person. Everything is is a lie. Everything is deceiving you, man. Everything that you might think is real, it can be completely and totally fake, man. But you'll believe it and might think that is real because that's within the power of this man's left hand powers, man, to deceive you, man, to lie. And you better believe, hey, and he's still going to have that Project Bluebeam, and he's still talking about faking an alien invasion, which is going to fool a lot of you people into believing that there's going to be a real alien invasion, man. All working in power of Satan, man. You see? Hey, and if you ain't of the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, hey, then you're just not going to see it. It's going to ultimately deceive you, man. You see? And this is why this man has hell to pay. Right? Yep, this is let me get this in Habakkuk chapter 2. So yeah, man, it's going down. This is Habakkuk chapter 2. In 4 it says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. And whose soul is not upright? Esau, man. I've been reading all these scriptures telling you the spirit and the soul that this man emits, the soul and the spirit that this man comes in. It's all in the spirit of Satan, demonic, evil, wicked, man. I said against the Most High, man. You people still think everything is all good, man. Things ain't all good, man. All right? Hey, this is the evilest time this earth has ever seen, man. And we're all snap dead right in the middle of it, man. But the only protection and the only hedge we have is the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua through their holy names and through the angels protecting and guiding the elect, protecting our minds and our spirit and giving us the eyes to see and the ears to hear, to be able to navigate through all this muck and this mire of this damn devil's Satanism, man, and wickedness and evil. You see? It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, you see, and what does wine represent? Philosophies, man. So he look at that word transgress. And everything that he puts on you people's table, everything that he puts to you as philosophy and as truth and as this and as that, all of that shit is steeped in wickedness, man. A lot of it is steeped in deception and lies and paganism and idolatry and wickedness, man. Right? So the word transgress in the Hebrew is But God, it says to act treacherously, deceitfully, to deal treacherously, faithlessly, deceitfully, to offend, man. You see? It says to cover with a figuratively, to act covertly, by implication, to pillage, deal deceitfully, treacherously, unfaithfully, offensively. You see? And this is how this man operates, man. You know? And everything that he offers you, he presents before you, it's all coming in this spirit, man, of transgression, of deception. You know, to lie to you, man, to make you believe that good is bad, to make you believe that bad is good and good is bad, man. To give you a bitter for sweet and to give you bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter, man. That's what this whole American experience is all about, man. Deception, lies, man. The false appearance of goodness, man. When everything that's good is written right there within the Holy Scriptures, and this man shuns it, man. He's against it. He's not going to promote it. He's not going to push that on you, man. But he's going to push to you left-handedness, you know, abomination, sins, man. Do as thou wilt. Nothing but just carnal pleasure. That's what America is all about, man. Fulfilling all of your carnal pleasures, man. You know, there ain't no place here where it's telling you you're doing too much or pushing what's right from what's wrong, man. And that's why a lot of people are caught up in this nasty left-handed vibration and are being fitted to be destroyed, man. It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. You see? He's a proud man. Who is he mostly proud against? The Heavenly Father, man. The ways of righteousness, the ways of holiness. This man is totally opposed and against it. And that's why he pushes you people to be wicked, to be prideful, to be, you know, you can be a homosexual here in the so-called white man society. He don't care, you know? He's not against wickedness. He's not against any of that. He's not against adultery, man. He's for everything that's pro abominable, man. That's pro Satan. That's pro adversarial to righteousness and to the Most High, man. It says, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as deaf, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. You see? That's why America has a military base in every country on this earth, man. This is why this man goes everywhere with his so-called democracy, man. This is why everywhere you go, you always see Edomites everywhere you go. You see the influence of America all around the world, man. And that's why countries like China and Russia, they don't want American influence or American type of TikTok in their country, because what does it do? It turns the people out into a bunch of damn freaks, man. Everything about America, the music turns our little daughters into sluts and whores, man. The music turns the boys into gangbangers and drug users. Everything about America is a spirit of abominations, man. It's a corrupt, vile, nasty spirit, man. And that's why everywhere that the influence of America goes, it brings death, man. It brings corruption. It brings wickedness, man. You see? And that's why this place is getting ready to be destroyed, man. It says what? It says, he is a proud man, neither to keep it their home, who increaseth his desire as hell. And one thing about the hell and the grave and the earth, it's never satisfied, man. You can put 1 billion bodies under the earth. Guess what? All 1 billion of those bodies will be decomposed and accepted in hell, which is the earth, the dirt, the ground. And it's the same with Esau Edom, man. You see, that's why I just read Micah, man. This is how he moves. And he moves in a way that is very covetousness, man. So let me get this right here. Let's see what the scriptures say about being covetousness, about removing labor's landmarks, about taking shit that ain't yours, man. Let's see. This is Exodus chapter 20 and verse 17. It says, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. You see? So you're not supposed to covet, man. You're not supposed to want what somebody else's have. Well, that's the MO of this damn devil Esau Edom. He covets. I just read it. I'm going to go back to it and read it again, man. All right? He's a very covetous man. He wants everything that's not his. Whatever. It sounds like these women, right? Oh, his money is my money and my money is my money, you know? So that's what this man does, man. And you see? So it says what? It says, he transgresseth, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as deaf, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Covetousness, greed, man. Let's read this in the NLT. It says, they open their mouth as wide as the grave, and like death, they are never satisfied. In their greed, they have gathered up many nations and swallowed many peoples, man. See, hey, like I said, that whole what's that shit called? The whole that shit Trump trying to start up, that whatever of peace. That's what that really is all about. Covetousness hitting as covetousness in its purest form, man. He's looking to take over all of these nations. Like I said, what's that stupid shit called, man? The board of peace, whatever. That little shit Trump is trying to start, to all the countries got to put in $1 billion in order to get in. It's basically him shutting up, trying to make America be a lone sole superpower. And he had a map where it's like taking up all of America, taking Canada. Shalom, brother. Y'all Bashim Yahushai. Keep the faith unto death. Yeah, it's basically Trump trying to set up America to where it can take all of Canada, control all of America, different parts of South America, South America, like Mexico, Chile, Venezuela, and a bunch of those European nations. Except for he left out everything north of Africa. It's all blank, but he's basically trying to bump guard and take huge parts of the earth to be in sole control of it. This dude is definitely Nero in the reincarnation, bro. Definitely. Verse 6, Habakkuk 2 and 6, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, you see? Because why? You can't steal your neighbor's landmarks, man. The Lord told you you're not supposed to do that shit. But Esau does it because he's a proud man. He has an insatiable appetite. He's a fucking covetous demon, man. But it says, woe unto you that do that. And you're going to pay for it, man. See, Esau got hell to pay. He don't even know it. He's still moving in this tyrannical, covetous, demonic vibration, man. Not even knowing, you just put more and more fuel to the fire, man. You're just setting yourself up more and more for your utter destruction, man. It says, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long, and him that ladeth himself with thick clay. And what is that? The debt, man. And look at the debt of America, like I was saying earlier. That's why Peter Schiff was just saying that, look, the dollar is doomed. The economic system in America is bound, it's doomed, it's going to fall, it's going to collapse. It's just a matter of time, man. And this is why you see the price of gold and silver being so goddamn astronomical, man. Because the whole dollar being the reserve currency is getting ready to be a thing of the past, man. People are starting to grab real money, which is gold and silver. And people are dumping the fiat dollar because it's just, it's devalued, it's worthless, man. And it's, that system is getting ready to be a thing of the past, man. You see? It says, shall not they suddenly rise up that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations, and all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. You see, you reap what you sow, man. It's gonna get to the point to where, hey, America's gonna be heavily isolated, man. And ain't nobody gonna come to your defense. Don't nobody want to do business with you. Nobody wants to rub shoulder with you. Nobody wants your dollar. Nobody wants nothing to do with you anymore. They can go get better deals and better partnerships with Russia and China, man. Who will deal a lot more fairly, and they won't use their international law and use trade, merchandise, oil, and different things of that nature as a tool to sabotage you, man. They're not going to use the dollar to destabilize and put sanctions on you to force you to do what they want. Yep, the brother got Jeremiah 9 and 8. It says, their tongue is as an arrow. It says, their tongue is as an arrow shot out. It speaketh deceit. One speaketh peaceably to his neighbor with his mouth, but in his heart he lieth in wait. Shall not I visit thee from these things, saith Yahweh? Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? Right. And that's the role that Esau has been playing. Before you came, brother, I was reading this article where it basically was going into how the whole Pax Americana, ever since the end of World War II, how America had the dominance, was the only unilateral power, the superpower on the earth. Those days are gone, man. So Esau can't use, like I was saying earlier, he can't use trade and imports and outports and him controlling all of the, matter of fact, let me get that, let me read it for you again. Yeah, where is it at? It says, yep, it says, he stated that finance, trade, energy, and supply chains no longer function as mechanisms of mutual benefits, as tools of pressure and weaponization, and that the Western world is not undergoing a transition, but an open rupture. So America can't use, when it was the sole superpower, I was able to use the dollar as a reserve currency. I was able to use, trade, energy, and all these different things as weapons to dominate and to rule over these nations anymore. Those days are over. Now they're going to go to China and Russia and get way better deals. So it's leaving America isolated, man. And like your brother read in this Isaiah, the 9th chapter, man. I mean, Jeremiah now, Now Esau being able to use his tongue and these different mechanisms as a way to puff at his enemies, to destabilize countries, to basically get what he wants and steal and take and rape and rob and murder, destabilize, put in puppet leaders for the benefit of America, EU, and the beast system. Hey, those days are gone, man. This nigga Esau's throughski, man. And like I said, the only thing that's left is for him to be destroyed, man. And now his covetousness is coming to an end. Now you can't be so covetous anymore because the Lord has taken that ability for you to be able to have that power away from you, man. And the only things that's left for you is to be greatly despised and to be spoiled and to be fucking destroyed, man. How you like me now, man? Hey, and we can't wait, man. we can't wait, and we can see it coming, man. So back here, I'm going to go to Isaiah chapter 33. Yeah, Isaiah chapter 33. I'm going to start at the top. I'm going to read it from the NLT. It says, "What sorrow awaits you, Assyrians, who have destroyed others, but have never been destroyed yourselves?" And that's America. Because America is the modern day Assyria, the modern day Chaldeans, man. And like I said, hey, you've destroyed others, but have never been destroyed yourselves, man. Hey, your day is coming. And like I was saying earlier, all these nations got a form of getting a lick back on America because you fucked over everybody. You've done everybody dirty, man. Look, and these nations, they ain't forgot what you've done unto them. They just had to, play the role. They had to basically cower down and play ball with you because, like I said, for a long time, you were the only unilateral power on the planet. They had to use the dollar. They had to, their ability to trade, to be in the open markets, to be able to negotiate and import and export and be on the global money-making market had to go through you. So, of course, they had to, bow down and, do particular things. They had to cower and be, deboed by you. But now, hey, not so. And now these nations can't wait to get their hands on you. That's why you think all these nations who have nuclear missiles have their nuclear missiles pointed here at America, man. Come on, man. But these things are all prophetic. It's all scriptural, man. It says that you have betrayed others, but you have never been betrayed. Well, hey, those days are getting ready to be over, my nigga. He saw you through. Like I said, you about to find yourself allies. And Trump is doing a beautiful job of leaving America isolated, man. Puffing at all of your enemies, putting sanctions on your allies. Now you're he's been dissociating America with a lot of those UN councils and UN treaties, man. You see? So you're screwing yourself, playboy. But it's all, hey, but I tell you what, the king's mind is in the hand of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and he turneth it whithersoever he will, man. So the Lord is putting the spirit on Trump to move it this way so that what? His word can be fulfilled, man. Hey, and to prove the prophets and the servants of Yahweh Shem Yahushai 100% right, man. So all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. It says, when you are done destroying, you will be destroyed. Like I was saying earlier in the beginning, you reap what you sow, Esau. Nobody gets away. So that whole, like I was saying earlier, in that whole Wisdom of Solomon in the 2nd chapter of how Esau, the ungodly thinking and it's not a right, is fully showing itself to be 100% true. And it's stuck on glue to you, Esau. It says, when you are done betraying, you will be betrayed. But Yahweh will be merciful to us, for we have waited for you. Talking about the Israelites, man, mainly the elect, man. You see? Be our strong arm each day and our salvation in time of trouble. Hey, and that's what we're hoping that we're going to receive. And Lord willing, we're part of the elect. Because, hey, we are going to be saved, man. We are going to be delivered. The Lord's going to make a way for his elect in the midst of all of this turmoil and hell that's getting ready to befall Babylon the Great before it's ultimately destroyed. It says, the enemy runs at the sound of your voice. When you stand up, the nations flee. Right. This is going to happen when Yahushua crack those clouds, man. They're going to be scared, but there's fight, and they're going to get their ass spanked, man. It's going to be a flawless victory, a major first-round knockout, man. It says, just as caterpillars and locusts strip the fields and vines, so the fallen army of Assyria will be stripped. I'm talking about America, man. All right, and the American army is weak as fuck. All the servicemen and servicewomen that's in America, they're not really in the military for true patriotism. A lot of them are just there to get a check. A lot of them are there to just get free education, to get free room and board, and just have something to do because, they just, went to the military to get money to try to get some type of benefits so that they can somewhat have a better life, man. You see, like those Chinese that's fighting in the Chinese army, they're fighting for pride. They're fighting for their country. They're fighting for their survival, man. Like I said, those Russian troops and other troops around the world, those Iranian troops, man, hey, they're fighting for their country, for their people, man. These American soldiers ain't in that spirit and in that vibration. You got fucking trainees in the American military. You got all type of bullshit going on. And I said, the motherfuckers ain't patriots. They're not really there to fight to defend America, man, because a lot of them are realizing that the whole reason, the Uncle Sam and the American military was really to do the bidding of these bankers, man. A lot of them realizing that it's not what they were told. You're not over there, your service is not to defend the freedoms of America, it's to do the bidding of these international bankers, man. Anyways, back in Isaiah 33 and 5, it says, though Yahweh is very great and lives in heaven, He will make Jerusalem his home of justice and righteousness. In that day, he will be your sure foundation, providing a rich store of salvation, wisdom, and knowledge. The fear of Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushua, will be your treasure. But now your brave warriors weep in public. Back to Esau. Yeah, now your warriors are weeping in public because a lot of these American citizens, they don't even want to go over there in Iran. A lot of the American people feel that America shouldn't even be going to Iran and to fight another war that has nothing really to do with America, man. You see? And how much more of those service members? You think they want to go to Iran? You think they want to go fight? You think they want to go on the front lines and fight Russia and that great meat grinder? Hell no, man. This is why they're going to have a draft eventually, man. This is why America's military numbers are not up to par. You don't have patriots just willingly going up, I want to serve America and fight for Trump and fight. You don't have that shit no more. Last time that shit happened was 9/11. And even that shit was goddamn, was all fabricated and a bunch of bullshit, man. So this place is through on every level, man. On every aspect, America is through. It's circling the drain. It's going down the shithole, man. It says, but now your brave warriors weep in public. Your ambassadors of peace cry in bitter disappointment. Your roads, it says, your roads are deserted. No one travels them anymore. The Assyrians have broken their peace treaty and care nothing for the promises they made before they made the promises they made before witnesses. Yeah, everything that's done with his allies. Trump is reneging and going back on all of that shit, man. And what does it say? Your roads are deserted. No one travels them anymore. Ultimately, ain't nobody doing business here like that anymore. It's getting to the point to where, like I said, everybody is dumping the dollar. Nobody wants to do business with America. This place is going to find itself completely and totally deserted, bankrupt. The dollar's going to collapse, man. You know, and they're going to be, you know, and they're going to be, this place is going to become worthless, man. It's going to be complete and total chaos. You know, the victuals shall be so cheap, you know. It says, they have broken their peace treaty and cared nothing for the promises they made before their witnesses. Can't tell me this ain't talking about America right now, man, and what Trump is doing. It says the land of, oh, I think that was it, huh? Yep. So, hey, man, this place is getting ready to be broke up. It's getting ready to be betrayed. It's getting ready to be destroyed, man. Yep. Yep, let me get this. Where am I going? Oh, I read that already. I think I did. Let me get a couple more. I'm gonna close it. Yeah, I did read that. Yeah, let me get this one. Then I'm gonna close it. This is Isaiah chapter 47. Isaiah 47:1. Come down. I'm reading the NLT. Isaiah 47:1 in the NLT. Oh yeah, Slack, your brother. I didn't see your precept. This is Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon has been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. You see? Oh yeah, gold and silver crashed a bit earlier today. Yeah, you know. So this place, hey, this place is through. Babylon is through. America is through. You American citizens are through. You know, this place is through. Isaiah 47:1 in the NLT. Come down, O virgin daughter of Babylon, and sit in the dust. For your days of sitting on a throne have ended. Right, like I read earlier. That whole Pax Americana is through, man. It's through. All right, you ain't sitting on the high seat. You're not sitting on top of the world upon all these nations and peoples and tongues anymore, man. You're not the only sole superpower on this planet, and you can't have your way with these nations anymore like that, man. Like the scriptures say, let the weak say, I am strong, man. Now these nations got nuclear missiles, or they're partnered or allied with countries that can provide them with nuclear missiles, or air defense systems, or other strategic military needs to combat you, man. It says, O daughter of Babylonia, never again will you be the lovely princess, tender and delicate. See, America's through. Hey, the heydays are over, my nigga. It says, take heavy millstone and grind flour, remove your veil and strip off your robe. And grinding mill was ultimately a job that was suited for peasants, for the lowly. And that's what this place is becoming, man. Like I said, look at the average everyday. Like I said, you got middle class people who are living paycheck to paycheck, man. Look, your people are making more money than they ever made, but the money is not keeping up with the price of inflation. So everybody is living as lower class, man. Even Jesse the Body Ventura said America is basically a third world country now, man. It's becoming a third world country. It says, remove your veil and strip off your robe, expose yourself to public view. And everybody is seeing the nakedness of Babylon, man. Everybody is cussing this place out. Everybody is finally seeing America for the true villain and demonic piece of shit that it truly is, man. You were never the hero. You were never Captain America, man. You were that one dude from that show, The Boys. What was that Edomite's name? The white boy from The Boys, the Captain America looking motherfucker, who was a weirdo, a degenerate, weak ass base man, just with superpowers, man. That was Esau. It says, you will be naked and burdened with shame. I will take vengeance against you without pity. Just like I read in James 2:13. The Lord's going to show no mercy to him that has showed no mercy, man. So Esau is through. You're not going to get any pity. And look, and when America's really going through it, when this place fully is destabilized and the dollar collapses and all hell breaking loose, look, none of these nations are going to pity. None of these nations are going to be like, oh, I feel sorry for America and the citizens, because why? Look at what you did to all these nations for all these years, man. You done nothing but had a reign of terror over all these countries. You destabilized them. You put sanctions on them. You know what I mean? You bankrupted them. You destroyed their industries. All type of bullshit, man. But when it happens here, guess what? Nobody's going to pity. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you, man. And rightfully so. It says, our Redeemer, whose name is Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai of heaven armies, is the Holy One of Israel. Oh, beautiful Babylon, sit now in darkness and silence. This place ain't beautiful anymore. This place is ugly as all hell. America is like Wanda, man. Just ugly. You know what I mean? Remember, it appeared beautiful on the inside, but when you lift up the skirt, what do you see? Sores, bumps, lumps, diseases, infections, a big bush. You know what I mean? Just And that's what this place is in the sight of all the nations that are outside of it, man. You see? Hey, even to us, you know, to the prophets, we see this place for what it truly is, man. It's, you know what it's like? It's like the on Snow White, you know, the old witch or whatever. How, you know, she appeared to be like the witch. She appeared to be beautiful, but really, when she showed her true self, she was an ugly, long nose, you know, long chin with the hair poking out of it. Just an ugly, disgusting broad, man. And that's what this place is, man. And it's finally being seen as so. It says, never again will you be known as the Queen of Kingdoms. For I was angry with my chosen people and punished them by letting them fall into your hands. See, that's the only reason why you put us in captivity. This is the only reason why you were able to do what you did unto us, because we moved the Holy One to anger, man. We had to serve a punishment unto you, man. You see, not because you're so smart and you're such a hunk and you're so great and you're so smart and you're so beautiful. No, you know, because the Lord punished us and he was angry with us. So what did he do? He put the basis of men over us, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. It says, but you, Babylon, showed them no mercy. James 2:13 again. You oppressed even the elderly. You said, I will reign forever as queen of the world. You did not reflect on your actions or think about your consequences. Like I was reading about Second Ezra, the second chapter. Read that. It lines up perfectly with this. And the MO and the thinking of this damn devil Esau, man. You see? He's one of those hungry why wait. He's one of those, I'm going to get it now. I ain't thinking about how this is going to play out in the long run. I'm not thinking about how, you know, this is going to affect generations many years down the road, man. He's trying to get it and get it now. You see? But he didn't think about the latter end. And now, hey, now when these niggas is laying on their bed, I guarantee you they thinking about the latter end. Hey, and when those elites are in those bunkers and they seeing all hell break loose, and when they see Yahushua crack those clouds and come and get busy, then they're going to consider the latter end, man. But it's going to be too late. And you niggas going to have 1,000 years in those pits and in the holes of the ground to think about all the dumb shit that you did. We was Vikings, man. We were bred in the United States, man. Yeah, you're going to be reminiscing on all the so-called good days, nigga. Fuck. And then we're going to gather you up and burn you motherfuckers, man. Stupid. It says, listen to this, you pleasure-loving kingdom, living at ease and feeling secure. Hey, and these Americans feel this way right now. Just because it's still business as usual, they don't see the you know, they don't really see the end of this place. And they don't see where this place is really being set up to be left, man. To be utterly destroyed, despised, nuked, invaded, man. You know, isolated, all alone, man. See? It says, you pleasure-loving kingdom, living at ease and feeling secure. You say, I am the only one and there is no other. I will never be a widow or lose my children. That's Trump saying we're the greatest ever. All right, we're gonna take it by force. We're gonna take Venezuela. We're gonna take Cuba. It's gonna be the beautifulest thing nobody's ever seen. Nobody's ever done it this way. Shut the fuck up. All that cap talking, all that pipe dream bullshit. Hey, wait, well, how about Shimei Shah says otherwise, man? All right. Like I said, that whole board of peace. This is what he's ultimately trying to establish, but he's gonna fail. Ain't nobody even signing up for that shit. You got like what? A couple of countries signed up for it, but they're just trying to kiss ass. But eventually, they're gonna do something that's gonna piss this little emotional pussy Trump off, and he's gonna be like, "You're out, you're fired. I'm gonna take your $1 billion and I'm gonna put it in my own bank, but you're out of here." But it ain't gonna. At that point, it ain't gonna matter, because guess what? They're gonna link up with their other allies, and they're gonna get you, man. It says, "Well, both these things will come upon you in a moment: widowhood and the loss of your children. Yes, these calamities will come upon you, despite all your witchcraft and magic." Yeah. See, that sorcery and witchcraft ain't gonna save you, man. It says, "You felt secure in your wickedness. No one sees me," you said, "but your wisdom and knowledge have led you astray. And you said, I am the only one, and there is none other. So disaster will overtake you, and you won't be able to charm it away. Calamity will fall upon you, and you won't be able to buy your way out." Right? How you gonna buy your way out? Don't nobody want your fucking dollars. Don't nobody want to do deals with you. Don't nobody want to do any business with you, because they know they're gonna get the shitty end of the stick. Or you're going to use whatever leverage you have to do them dirty. What was that? Sirach 12. Never trust thine enemy, man. It says, "A catastrophe will strike you suddenly, one for which you are not prepared. Now use your magical charms. Use the spells you have worked all these years. Maybe they will do you some good. Maybe they can make someone afraid of you, but ain't nobody going to be afraid of you, because the Lord is going to strip you of your power, of your blessing, of the little influence and fear that you had over these nations. The Lord's going to take all of that away, man." It says, "And all the advice you receive has made you tired. Where are all your astrologers, those stargazers who made predictions each month? Let them stand up and save you from what the future holds. But they are like straw burning in a fire. They cannot save themselves from the flame. You will get no help from them at all." See, you're not going to get any help from any of your allies pretty soon. You're going to find yourself isolated. Read Obadiah, man. All right, so hey, with that, I'm gonna close it there. All right, Lord willing, this was all edifying. I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles, bishop, and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren, teaching His word in all sincerity and truth. And shalom to the elect out there. Lord willing, this is edifying. Until next time, shalom.